What's going on, everybody? This is Omar with Illinois Solar Pros, and in this quick video, I wanted to talk to you about 3 reasons why solar is still worth it in Illinois and some of the biggest benefits that you could actually experience if you wanted to go solar and lock in the cost of your electricity. Now, the first reason is that there's still state and federal incentives that allow homeowners to go solar at no cost. Now, this is not directly done by the state or operated by the state, but the incentives are offered by the state. And what they do is they work with local solar providers that offer these incentives that allow homeowners to go solar essentially without paying anything, especially like low income programs and things like that. But essentially, the homeowner doesn't have to pay for the equipment, the installation, or any of the upfront related costs to actually go solar, and they're able to just pay for the cheaper electricity that's produced from the solar panels. So that brings me to number two. Essentially, homeowners can save anywhere from 20 to 40% on their electric bill with these free solar programs. Okay, so again, you're not paying anything up front and you're getting a cheaper rate for your electricity, essentially locking in about a 20 to 40% savings. There's also going to be rate protection that's attached to these programs. So essentially, if ComEd or Ameren or any of the utility companies in Illinois decides to raise their rates, you wouldn't be susceptible to those rate increases simply because you already have solar and your rate is locked in at a predetermined rate. Okay, and also with any of these incentive programs, it's always best to get in earlier. Just like when those Tesla vehicles came out, the incentives were the highest. And, there's states like California that have had solar for a long time. But in the beginning, is when those incentives were the highest for those states. So that's where Illinois is right now. Solar is just getting started in Illinois. That means the incentives are as high as they're going to uh, possibly ever be. And then over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, those incentives on the state level will start to taper off. But I wanted to show you a quick example of a program that I just helped one of my customers get into where they didn't have to pay essentially anything to go solar and they were still able to save about 30% on their electric bill with this one. Okay, so here's a bill for one of my most recent customers. They were averaging about 126, maybe about $130 a month. If you look at their usage here, this is a month that I would say is pretty average. Maybe about half of the year they have lower usage than this, but the other half of the year, the usage jumps higher. So their bill would be higher than this. So this is a good, I would say this is a good month to show what their average is. So we could say about $126 a month on what they're paying. And this customer actually had ComEd. Okay. So this is the proposal I was able to put together for them. We were able to put 22 panels on various sides of their house, covering all of their electric usage. And on their proposal, you can see we're able to get their monthly electric bill. Now, this is the bill that's going to be coming from our solar company, and that's going to replace the ComEd bill. But we're able to get it down to 99%, $99 a month, which is about 30% in savings. So this is not like a huge bill, but let's just say your electric bill was two, three, or $400 a month from ComEd or Ameren. That's going to be a lot of savings in terms of dollar amount that you could save just by going solar. Okay. Now, what type of program is this where you as a homeowner don't have to pay anything to go solar? So this is called a power purchase agreement. Some people know it as a lease, but technically it's a power purchase agreement. So you're essentially just paying for the power that comes from the solar panels. So how does it work? So we as a company would be able to provide all the cost of the equipment. We'd cover the equipment, the installation, the permitting, the site survey. We would never ask you for a dime or a penny to actually go solar. Everything would be covered under our program. And then there's also going to be a free home inspection that's attached to this program because not everybody's going to qualify. So we don't essentially want you to have a bill just for trying to qualify for this program. So we cover the inspection costs. They'll take a look at the roof, the electrical, the attic, anything that could potentially stop the house from going solar. And then within about a week, we get you the information from that inspection. And then the free solar quote, it looks something like this, where we're going to be able to show you how many panels you need, how much coverage you'll have, and your cheaper monthly payment that's going to replace your current utility bill. Okay. And then one of the biggest benefits of this program is you're not financing the system and you're not paying cash up front. So you're not waiting 10 years to reach some sort of return on your investment. You're actually reaching a return on your investment as soon as the panels are turned on and generating your cheaper electricity because you're just buying the cheaper electricity from the solar panels. Okay, and that's going to come with free repairs and maintenance for the equipment over the next 25 years. So if anything breaks or goes bad, you would just get a call from us so that we can come out and fix it for you at no extra cost. It's a pretty neat program. And also, I wouldn't be too worried about the house not passing in terms of the electrical that in case there's electrical that needs to be upgraded. We do provide subsidies and we have funding that we could potentially apply towards the house, um, where we could potentially get you a free upgrade at no cost to you. This happens quite often, actually. So we definitely are going to be able to get you more information on your electrical whether it needs an upgrade or not. Okay. So some of the qualifications we do look for is that you do need to be the homeowner. That's really important. The house also needs to use enough electricity. If it's like a $50 or $60 on average electric bill, there's not typically enough meat on the bone to justify a solar installation of this type with this type of program. So, anything around like $70 and up would start to make sense. Okay. And then not because you're taking out a loan or anything, but we do want to make sure we have a 650 or above credit score. That's going to make sure that the company that's providing the equipment and the installation are going to have a quality customer long term. They do want to make sure that you as a customer are able to pay for your cheaper electricity over time. Plus, it looks good to the investors and everything like that. Okay. And obviously, the home's going to have to pass the home site audit where they look at the roof, the electrical, and the attic. But again, there's subsidies and funding available in case the home doesn't pass the audit. Maybe we'd have to upgrade the electrical before the panels got installed. All right. So that's basically it. If this program sounds interesting to you, if you want to see if your home could actually go solar at no cost and save 20 to 40% on your electric bill without actually paying anything to go solar, there's a link in the description below. Click here to get your free solar quote. You just click that, fill out a quick questionnaire, and me or one of my team members will reach out to you to get you that free quote and see if we can get your house qualified for this. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.